where we try to look at trending issues and also try to give counsel to our youths and advice to them on steps to take and what to do to be able to live a productive life. We want to say that again, uh, BHF Foundation is a youth organization that is registered with the government on issues of drugs, cultism, and internet fraud, what they call Yahoo or Guy. So we try to give our own advice to the youth on some of these things because we know the advices that are uh, destroying this generation and trying to distract us from the purpose for which the youths are created to achieve. I've always been saying that the youths are products. Every human being is a product of purpose. There's a purpose for which we are born, and that purpose is instilled in everyone's mind, in everyone's heart. The purpose is there, and the reason why you are still alive is because your purpose is so important, and God wants you to fulfill the purpose. I want to say again that it's so important that we take, as a nation, we always do what is right. Nigeria as a nation, and you look at what is going on now, and what has been going on for a very long time, not just now. It's just that seems to be getting worse and worse and worse. That Nigeria is not yet a nation. We've done everything possible to live as one, but we are not. But when the British came and they tried to amalgamate the North and the South, we already have different kingdoms. We have the Oyo Empire, we have the Benin Empire, we have the Igbos. Now, these are various nations that were living their lives normally until for the convenience of administrative leadership, the British decided to amalgamate the North and the South together. And when you look at what is going on now, when I look at Nigeria as a whole, there's nothing at all that seems to tie both of these regions together. The North and the South have nothing in common. Their ways of life, religion, everything is opposite. So one is beginning to feel that the British decided to, just like I said, amalgamate the North and the South together for the sole purpose for convenience of leadership. Not because there's anything at all that ties us together. The Benin Empire was already flourishing. The South were moving, the North were making progress. The South seems to be much more ambitious. And so it's becoming a little bit clear that the British, in a bid to slow down the South, decide to tie us and the North together. I saw when a primate, somebody that calls himself a man of God, was preaching in his church, saying he's a prophet. I saw when he was saying the problem of Nigeria is the Igbos. That's wrong. That's wrong. That cannot be. When we look at everything that's happening in Nigeria today, you'll be able to know that Nigeria will have made better progress, if not for the North. We have no business being together. That's the truth. The level of insecurity we are having today, where people are killed and butchered, is not something that is common in the South. Yes, there's violence in the South, there's Yahoo, there's fraud, but it has not gotten to that extent where you would kill a whole human being, cut off his throat in the name of religion, It's not a religion issue. Let me put it that way. It's not the way of life of the South. Yes, the South is involved in fraud, is involved in criminal activities, embezzlement, but the South themselves, they don't get involved to that extent human beings, where human beings are killed. It's quite sad, it's quite unfortunate what we are seeing today, where people are kidnapped, people are killed, all kinds of violence taking place. It's very sad, it's very unfortunate. This is not the way of life of the Southerners. They don't live like this. No, they don't. They don't. Even the Southern Muslims, I tell people that this is not it's not an Islamic issue, because even the Southern Muslims, they don't kill like that. They don't. It's just unfortunate that things are getting bad and bad and bad every day. And one begin to wonder what is going on. One begin to ask questions because of the kind of things that we are saying. You know, initially I was getting worried and concerned when I saw what was happening. I told you about, is it 2 days or 3 days ago, that I had to even discuss with my security man, because he's from Niger and he's a Muslim, and he told me that no, it is not a Muslim, it's not a Muslim issue, Shah. And he told me that even Islam is against it. And I heard when the chairman of the Arewa Conservative Forum was even speaking today, he was calling it criminality. The only person that seems to a large extent sympathize and support is this large, is it Gumi? Sheikh Gumi. He's the only person that seems to sympathize and see nothing wrong with it. You know, I remember I said the head of Muslims in Nigeria is Sultan of Sokoto. And one was expecting that the Sultan of Sokoto is going to make a broadcast on this issue, nationwide broadcast, because it's very embarrassing to Islam, very, very embarrassing. You know, but again, when I begin to find out that it's not only in Nigeria, look at the killing in Washington, the National Guard people, which is a terrorism act. It was done by Afghan Muslims. All over the world, anywhere you see terrorism, you see violence, Islam has something to do with it. You know, so it's I don't all the terrorist groups, 99% of the terrorist groups, they all have Muslims. And Islam is supposed to be a religion of peace. So where is all this violence coming from? And why is it that they have roots again with Islam? Each time we hear of suicide bomber or terrorist attack in Germany, terrorist attack in UK, terrorist attack in Sweden, you pay attention and you find out that the names of the terrorists, if he survive at all, or if he's caught, it's a Muslim name. And so it's time for the Muslim leaders all over the world to sit down and begin to ask questions, what is going on? Because all forms of terrorism, all forms of killing, all forms of making life uncomfortable, it has its foundation from Islam. Is it the teaching that is the problem? Is it in the Quran? Yeah, we're talking about extremists. Why is it that the extremist part of Islam has to do with sharing of blood and life of people, killing and killing and killing? It's not a cult, it's supposed to be a religion. We have Christian genocide. And when you hear Reverend Ezekiel Duchomo talk about the number of people he has buried, the killings and the rest, you begin to get wondered, or a mother, the child, and the rest will be killed by people, and they are shouting Allah Akbar. I begin to wonder, say, what is going on? Because it doesn't look like a religion at all. It's getting confusing. That's why I asked that question when I was confused. I said, what is going on? We want to learn. You know, me, for example, I want to learn. I like to ask questions. And the questions I ask is that why is it that all terrorist groups are linked to Islam? And some of these things are becoming very discouraging. Even if you want to become a Muslim, you find it difficult to become a Muslim because it seems to be a violent system, very violent system. Talk about London. Look at what is happening in London. It has to do with Islam. Look at Iraq, Iran. We seem to have people that are always restless when it comes to violence, very restless. Always want to killing. I don't understand. Is it a religion of death? Because it's very discouraging, even for those who really want to become Islam. This is 2025, for goodness sake. This is not 1820. This is not 1614. This is not 1720. This is 2025. So it's time for the Muslim leaders across the world to begin to stand up and say, no, times are changing. We need to reduce violence. I used to be a courtist myself many years ago. And even then, we were not as violent as this. This is an extraordinary one, where people seem to use religion as a cover to commit crime, or use religion as an excuse to commit murder, cutting people's neck, killing their children, all kinds of murder in the cover of religion. And I ask myself, we have various kinds of religion in the world. The Christian religion is there. We have the Buddhist is there. The Krishna is there. This is there. If all religions are killing, all are having fatwa and killing, how would the world look like? The world would have been completely barbaric. So we need a lot of reforms. We need to stand up and make reforms, because this cannot be God. Why should God require somebody to kill for him when all power belongs to him? When what God cannot do, they say cannot exist. Why should I kill in the name of God or kill on behalf of God? God should kill himself. If he wants to kill anybody, God can kill himself. Why do you say you want to kill? You're killing on behalf of God. Somebody offend God, so you want to kill for God. Can't God kill for himself? Why must you be the one that will be killing for God? That's why I said these things need reforms. Because people begin to ask questions and say, what is going on? Look at what is going on in Nigeria now. School children are being kidnapped. Look at the Anglican priest that was kidnapped and killed. You can't say it is God. It cannot be. It cannot be. These are targeted killings. And there's nothing at all that will make you want to, if you have a reasonable mind, want to believe that this is God. They shouldn't drag God into this kind of killing. This is rascality, this is criminality, this is evil, this is satanic, this is demonic. It has nothing to do with God. Those that embark on such things are from the pit of hell. They are messengers of the devil. They are not speaking on behalf of God. Now are they acting for God? Because no God will do such a thing. You kidnap people, you kill people, you do all kinds of things, and you say you are doing this in the name of God? No, you're on drugs. This is not God. This is evil. And this thing must be discouraged. It is time for religious leaders, Muslim religious leaders, to sit up and say, no, we have to reform what is going on now. Because they are trying to make Islam look like a violent occultic organization. That's what they are trying to create. And it's not correct. It's not. So the Muslim leaders should be pay more attention to fighting to protect the name of Islam. Some of the best friends that I have, that I know of, are Muslims. So the Islamic leaders should be in the forefront of trying to fight and protect the integrity of Islam. We see the Southern leaders, the head, the Southern leaders and the traditional leaders and governors, they came together immediately on trying to see how they held meeting on trying to put a stop to this nonsense. And I think the Northern leaders and the traditional leaders, and also the governors should hold meeting because it's a dent. The North is already poor. The North is already backward. And what they are doing now is to even make the North more backward. The government should be interested. When those who are sponsoring this madness that is going on now in the name of insecurity, they are destroying the North. Who will come and invest in the North? Nobody will come and invest in the North. Who want to come and invest in chaos? North has land, fertile land. Investment will have come, big investment will have come to the North in terms of agricultural, in terms of factories, industries, products. The North is supposed to be booming now with different companies. The North is supposed to be a rich place now. But this set of overzealous Islamic clerics, overzealous extremist Islamic members. They are the ones that are destroying the reputation of the North and making it very difficult for any normal human being who will come and invest there. When your investment is not safe, they are just making petty money. The kidnappers are making money, are coming from the North, making money. But at the end of the day, the economy of the North will continue to get poorer because they are driving away investment from the North. The North is supposed to be richer than the South because they have raw materials. But this is the kind of things that makes it difficult for people to invest in the North, thereby destroying the economy of the North and increasing more poverty in the North. What the North need now is peace, so they can attract better investments, so the economy of the North can increase. And the economy can only increase when there is peace. And the North needs peace more than ever before. And it's so terrible when you hear of sponsors. The Northerners are the ones sponsored, some Northern leaders, military agents and the rest say they are sponsoring. What they are doing now is wrong because you are destroying the economy. Those who are sponsoring violence, sponsoring Boko Haram, sponsoring bandits, you are destroying the economy of the North. That's why we are asking that we should go back to region. And the reason why they are doing all these things is because they do monthly, every month they begin to share money. If every region is producing money himself, they will have been serious with the economy of the North. They are not serious with the economy of the North because they keep sharing the money that is coming from Niger Delta. They have oil money to share. That's why they have time to sit down and they want to sponsor evil. That's why they are not thinking of how to improve the economy of the North. They are thinking of how to sponsor terrorism and make money from it. Why the general economy is dying from the North. We should go back to the regional system. We should go back to regional or state police. We heard what happened, how some militias tried to enter Port Harcourt. We don't know how truthful it is. And the Port Harcourt youth resisted and attacked them. And none of them returned back. That is where it is going to now. Each region will they won't begin to count on the security because they cannot trust the security anymore. Where each region will begin to protect its region. The youths in each region will begin to look for every means to protect their region. And it's a total chaos. Niger Delta will protect their region. The Southwest will protect their region. The Middle Belt will protect their region. You know, it's very funny and very annoying and discouraging. Very, very annoying. When you begin to hear some security agent says there should be no reprisal attack, you want to mop out arms. But meanwhile, this same bandits and Fulani youth, where are they getting their arms from? Have they mopped them out? No. So you mop out the arms so that the Fulani youth can have an advantage over the youth in other regions. So who will have confidence in the police or the security agents anymore? Nobody will have confidence in them. Because it's very, very obvious that they are biased. Very, very obvious that they are working for this insecurity. And I want President Tinubu to know that it is his regime. It's the one that holds the mandate, not the vice president. So Tinubu should take the insecurity serious. Don't dedicate it to anybody, not even to the vice president. Because if anything goes wrong now, it's your government they will hold. Not even to the national security officer. There's nobody you will trust anymore. You only trust yourself. You are the one that have the mandate. You are the one that can protect Nigeria. In the next 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 80, 100 years' time, when the history of this country is written, they'll talk about Tinubu regime, the insecurity in Tinubu regime. That is what they will say. They won't say the insecurity in vice president's regime. It's the insecurity in Tinubu regime. So President Tinubu should take the insecurity very serious. Don't dedicate it to anybody. Be in charge of, you are the head of security, not even the national security advisor. In fact, to me, I don't see any reason why they have not changed the national security officer. You cannot have this level of insecurity. You have a national security officer and he's still there. You must change him. They should change the national security officer. Because this insecurity is denting, very painful and very shameful. I pity it. They collect money. No. I pity the North. Because which investment will come to the North? Which investment? You can't invest in the North anymore. No, you can't invest in the North. The economy of the North is being destroyed. It's time for the Northern leaders to stand up and say, no, our economy is being destroyed. We need to build up our economy for the sake of our children. We need to build up the economy by standing together against this insecurity that is going on now. Using the name of Islam to cover banditry and killing and violence. It's like somebody using the name of God, the name of Jesus to cover cult activities on campus. No, it can't be. It can't be. It can't be. So the Northern leaders, as a plan to hold meeting, they should be serious about it. Because nobody will come and make any investment in the North. Nobody will try it. Because the investment is not safe. And if money is not coming in, massive poverty will set in. Just few people will be making money, sharing money in the bushes, but the economy will be going down. People will be getting poorer and poorer and poorer and poorer. And the larger majority will suffer. We need peace. But our political leaders must muster the will to say enough is enough. We need peace. Until we meet again tomorrow on Time Out with Hello David, I want you to always remember that the North is supposed to be the richest region in Nigeria. The North has the potential to become the richest region in the North if we only have good leaders in the North. Thank you.